Hi, Jonathan York from Investment Research Group, looking at the investment markets ahead. Very interesting week last week. We saw a further cut from Reserve Bank of Australia, taking rates down to 3.5%. That's really got to be put into context. They've now cut by a full percentage point, but interest rates in Australia are still a full percentage point higher than they are here in New Zealand. Also as well, really mixed data coming out of Australia. There's definitely a sort of two-speed economy, and the GDP really did surprise on the upside last time round with an annualised rate of 4.2%. New Zealand, still a little bit of a mixed bag out there. We did see a rise in commodity prices last week, with certainly the latest dairy auction showing a marked increase, which is obviously good for the farmers. New Zealand dollar though is edging up a little bit, which is taking away some of that competitive edge for the exporters, and really we're still at the beck and mercy of the international markets. On the international markets, we've seen over the weekend, well, it's not called a bailout package, but a recovery package for the Spanish banking system, around 100 billion euros. That should certainly be ample to quell that situation. And again, it's really the ECB and the international authorities really trying to get on the front foot and put this crisis to bed once and for all. Having said that, it's unlikely to be put to bed just in the near term. We have the Greek elections this coming weekend, and it'll be very interesting to see how that vote goes. At the moment, the pro-Euro parties appear to be ahead in the polls, and I think, as has been stated before, I think it's a realisation for the Greek public that if they do exit the Euro, then they are in serious trouble. US, a very interesting week. Valuations really seem to be at the forefront of the rally last week, as people started to look at valuations out there on the equity markets and view that they really were a little bit too cheap. Even if earnings did fall a little bit, valuations were still very attractive, and we did see some decent buying coming through last week. Of course, that'll be all put to the test in the next few weeks as we get round to the next round of earnings coming out of the US, and it'll just be very interesting to see how they stack up. It's the last week of the OMIP 220 Series 8. That closes on Friday. That is a pure growth investment. There's no income. Potentially it can have some tax advantages depending on how you structure your investments. It's got a Westpac guarantee and a rising guarantee as well. And MAN has certainly got a proven track record of providing medium-term growth. So if you're interested in that, call us on 0800 867 323, or go to the website www.irgbop.co.nz. Lots of interesting articles, application form. We look forward to speaking to you soon.